Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Adventure Rider. First up, apologies if you're struggling to actually make out the garment next to me. Unfortunately, this is the sample we were sent in this colour, which sort of fades away a little bit in the background, but we'll make do with what we have, and I think you'll just about be able to make out the details at least in the B-roll, if nothing else. But it's a fantastic jacket. It forms part of the Dirt Series release for bordering 2024-25, and this is an amazing collection from Rev'it. It's a capsule range within their extensive collection for motorcyclists, aiming to tailor to the demands, the needs of the hardcore adventure riding community. And they're doing something that no one else really is at the moment. If you are someone that does rallies, if you're someone that likes to do a lot of off-road on adventure bikes and do road-based touring in between, thus bringing in the adventure element of it, then you basically find yourself stopping quite short. A lot of people end up, when it comes to boots and the gear and the protection, looking towards the enduro and MX part of the motorcycle world for the solutions, because there's not a huge amount out there. We want gear that's loose fitting, yet has form-fitting armour and has lightweight abrasion resistance, but we need waterproofing. We need all the same things. It's a very complicated set of demands, but none of the stuff that's designed for MX or Enduro is CE approved, because that's a road level of approval for abrasion resistance, which they just don't need to go through. So you have an unknown level of protection whenever you're on road in those garments. So Rev'it basically take the idea, the principles behind what people need from those garments when they're doing things like rallies, or you are just doing something like the TET and you're on a big adventure bike with road sections in between, and you need technical gear that's going to protect you, and they apply that CE level of protection to it. So this is a level A CE approved impact and abrasion resistant garment. But the great thing about this is it has the ability to be teamed up with an armoured underlayer like the Rev'it Proteus jacket, which is in truth more of a MX style armoured underlayer with its own level of CE approval, to give you form-fitting armour underneath and then a really nice mesh effect jacket on the top of it. This is a PWR stretch, which is Rev'it's own material, and it is super lightweight. So although it doesn't look like a mesh jacket with all the holes going on all over it, it is as lightweight as one, and it gives you tons of airflow as well. Mesh jackets are good, but they can be a little bit Rocky Horror Show vibes sometimes. So this for me is a really nice example of a lightweight jacket that's not a mesh jacket. And again, there's not a lot out there that's perfect on the bike when you want to do more technical riding in hotter weather. And if it gets wet, you just chuck over something like the Rev'it Blackwater H2O smock from the range, or a lightweight waterproof, and then you sort of layer up depending on what you're needing to do. But the jacket, the surface in its own right, and the trousers that accompany it as well, that come in at $219, this is $249.99. You have armour included in the shoulders and elbows, or in the knees and hips in the case of the trousers, and those can be removed, and you've got a jacket that is completely CE approved, just like any other motorcycle jacket, but it has the ability and versatility, due to the way it's been designed, to have that armour taken out, to be teamed up with a proper body armour underlayer for when you really need the heightened max levels of protection when you're doing serious riding, but you also want abrasion resistance, and this layer gives you all of that. So in terms of, besides the concept of it, the Dirt Series stuff is all designed to be really simple, so there's not tons of other features to talk through. It's more about placing it in context to the rider's needs to understand why this is such a good garment. So we have this central zipper that's just really easy and low fuss to operate. We have the storage pockets with a 45-degree angle on the side, and we have these little holes for ventilation here. We've got extra layers of 750 denier Cordura ripstop fabric for super levels of abrasion resistance. And then on the inside, we have the mesh liner that just helps keep the jacket comfortable when it's close to the skin, and soft cotton collar as well, just for nice comfort there. You've got the thumb loops if you want it. I'm not a huge fan of thumb loops myself. Those can be cut off easily enough if you don't want it. This can be connected via a two-way zipper to the trousers. It also can be used with back armour. It has a pocket for it, but again, if you're going for that armoured underlayer like the Proteus from Rev'it, then that will have its own back armour and chest armour and rib armour for much higher levels of impact protection for your body. So it's a great idea, it's a great concept, it's a great platform and capsule collection, and in it you will be able to configure whatever setup you need for proper, true, hardcore adventure riding of any capacity in any kind of weather condition. So it's a really great range, and this is just another good addition to it. So any questions, let us know in the comments section below, and stay tuned for more video reviews of the Dirt Series, Rev'it's collections, and loads of other stuff from other brands coming out for 24-25. See you soon, goodbye.